It's Thursday, and you know what that means. It's Indycar night on ERN. Hello again, everyone. I'm Gary Godsoe, and welcome to Round 9. We're getting into the final rounds of it here. We're going to hit them one after another here over the next couple of weeks. This is Round 9 of the 2024 Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Today, we are coming to you from the last road course of the season, but it's going to be a fast one. We're at Watkins Glen for the Elite Indy Grand Prix at, well, the Glen. Joining me tonight, welcome to the Glen, is Luis Gonzalez-Nunez. Luis, happy to have you here. How you doing?
I am good today. Again, we are back. I'm really excited for today. Last race on the road course. Last 2 weeks, Benz, he won the race over the Stanley. Disappointed about the very sad final for Piñeiro, final lap. Turn 6 or 5 or 6, he hit the wall in the last corner, and Gabby Hibbs got the last spot. So, talking about the standings, I said from 6th position is Hunter Smith with 46 points over Stanley. They still have the chance to fight for the championship in the Gateway on the worldwide technology in 3 races more. So it's gonna be exciting. We have 8 minutes, 8 minutes in the clock for qualifying finish.
And there you go. There are the point standings right now. Ethan Stanley is your points leader with 277 points. Pinero, 264.
Oh.
Frankenfeld is our Indy 500 winner. Frankenfeld is third, 258. Tyler Fode, who won in the Cup Series and coming into this race pretty hot, 254. He is fourth. Caleb Bency, who has been among the leaders all season long, is fifth. Then you see Smith, Owen, Sora, Scarlett, Spath, Forsyth, Hibbs, Vandermarl, Hayes, Fortner, Scholl, DePorto, and Norgard. That is your top 18. I think we got some other people here. Let's see if these other buttons work. Nope, they don't. You're going to get the top 18, and that's it. You're going to like it. All right, let's... And here are the rookie points. Indica Scarlett is your points leader, only by 2 over Logan Spath. I do not think either one of these guys are in the lineup. Either one of these drivers is in the lineup. So, Logan, there's Logan right there. He's yet to qualify. We do have the second group going. The first group will be going here momentarily. But he's looking to take the rookie points lead. Hayes is third, Norgard fourth, and Matthew Weeks is fifth.
I think I make a mistake. Oh no.
What happened?
Okay. I entered like a driver and now I am the pace car. Oh. Okay. It's not my name over there. So sorry. I apologize for.
Can you drive the pace car? Can you drive it?
No, I can't.
Oh,
No, it just says Indycar is over there. So sorry. So sorry for race control. So this is the third time the Warriors for Peace is in Watkins Glen. The first one was in 2020B. State Karam won the race and also the pole position with 60 laps as a lead and the race as of today, same 60 laps today. Del Porto and Bency the podium. And the second time was in 2022 A. Pole for Adriano Piñeiro is over actually here. Won by Van der Sande. Alex Van der Sande, so won the race with 25 laps lead. So basically, maybe I guess Piñeiro lead for 35, and then at some point in between the stints, Van der Sande take the lead for 25 laps to go to the end. The third one was Del Porto. So
okay.
There is the last 2 races around here.
Currently watching second group qualifying right now on the racetrack. About 5 minutes left to play. They've just are getting their outlaps in, and they will bring up a time here next time by. Schuld is provisionally on the pole right now. Then Stanley Albrecht making his first start. Reblis and Huckleberry, your top 5. The only 5 to take time at the moment.
So I have to mention this, if you can.
Get in there.
we have a 3 race away from the end of the season, 2024B Motorsport Peace Indycar Series. So we are ready for the next season, 2025A. 28 drivers sign up for the next season. So as I mentioned, we can mention Chris Forsyth is over there, Jordan Owens, Tyler Forty, Dave Huckleberry, Ethan Stanley, Richie Hearn, also as a rookie. It's going to be debut on the next season, and other drivers around. So the 2025 season A is going to be furniture for 8 ovals races and also 4 road courses. So starting in February 6th and Kentucky Speedway for 200 laps. We later that in May 1st going to be the Indy 500, and we ending on June 5th and the last race on Worldwide Technology Raceway Old Gateway. So don't miss in this great and high experience level racing here in ERN Warriors for Peace. So if you want to enjoy, just follow our social medias and link in the description, Gary.
Yeah, exactly. If you're interested in signing up for what you see here, these are 100% length races. So you guys are marathon runners out there. Don't like the sprints in the official races. You want to check this out. Give you a lot of time to formulate those strategies. Try to sneak in a good win here and there. But that's the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace Indycar schedule for 2025A. Starting off Kentucky, Chicagoland. Then they will go to Daytona International Speedway, where they will race on the infield moto course. And that is only significant in IndyCar history because that is where for 2 seasons, 2 years in a row in the mid-aughts there, and just after the turn of the century, this century, the IndyCar Series did some spring training there at the Daytona International Speedway, and they used the moto course there. So we'll be racing on the moto course. Then we're going to Dover. Oof. Nashville Super Speedway, Barber. Then we'll be doing Fontana, Long Beach, Indianapolis for 2 weeks. Then the Milwaukee Mile, and as mentioned, we will be going to Gateway. Stanley still on the provisional pole. Pinero second right now. Bodie third. Schuld fourth. Bensi fifth. With about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to play. Let's see who comes in, gets another set of tires. See if they can go back out and turn another lap. But time is running out very quickly. Today's rule set, as we see everyone coming back off of pit road, trying to get that last ultimate lap in. This is, of course, where you are using the boot configuration, which is a 3.45-mile, 11-turn permanent road course. 60 laps here tonight, 204 race miles, unlimited set of tires. There are no fast repairs. Pit road speed limit is 40 miles per hour. I don't think we'll see any cautions unless they are thrown by admins. But the career IndyCar wins leader here, to no one's surprise, is Scott Dixon, who has 4 wins here. Kind of owns the place. No other drivers have more than 1. Go ahead, Lewis. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, I checked the schedule. You're talking about all the schedule in there. I don't see the Triple Crown. It's no Triple Crown next season.
No Triple Crown season, nope.
No, it's Fontana, Indianapolis. It's missing 1.
Yep.
So it means Michigan, but it's not Michigan in next season. So no Triple Crown next year.
So maybe for 2025B.
Should be.
Maybe, we'll see. If not, P1 will have to sponsor it again. That's how we got the Triple Crown. throw some money at it, and all of a sudden the promoters are like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll take your money. 39 seconds left as these drivers putting in final laps here before we go racing. This is the stretch run. We will have 3 consecutive races in a row after this to close out the season. First stop will be Iowa, which we're going to 300 laps at Iowa. That ought to be fun. And then after Iowa, we will do the P1 Broadcasting US 500, the third leg of the Triple Crown at Michigan. The only people that are eligible for the accelerator bonus of money would be Panero or Frankenfeld for their wins earlier in the season at Pocono and Indianapolis. And then we will wrap up the season, as always, with one of our Platinum Premier sponsors, Worldwide Technology Raceway. And qualifying is done, and we're getting ready to line up here momentarily to go racing here at the Glen.
I'm going to say this. 2025B, we will have Triple Crown.
All right.
Yes.
You're hearing it here first.
So, should be to make an ice turn 9 is the tricky part when the Indycar is really, really difficult over here. So, it's changing banking over there. It's like we going too high to straight, where if you put too much throttle in that corner in turn 9, the car is getting sliced and can make a kind of bad day for the driver over there.
Can we show the show? Do a track map here. Yeah, there's a track map. We could show that at the bottom of the page there. That off for the time being. All right. As final laps are coming in here. Clear off. Get in today's starting lineup.
We still have 11 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
We've been at 000 for a long time. Except that's when the checkered flag was thrown, and we just waited for people to complete, and now we're waiting for the session to catch up here.
There is.
There we go. And let's get in today's starting grid. Let's see if I can work. We're gonna get a full lap in here. Got plenty of time. If I push this button, will the grid come up? Oh my gosh, it does. I love it. All right, on the pole, looking to definitely make up for what happened at Detroit is Adriano Panero, followed by Ethan Stanley. Then Tyler Fode is third. Of course, like I mentioned, Tyler's had a good week with a win in the Cup Series. Caleb Binsey fourth, Gavin Hibbs fifth, Frankenfeld sixth. Schold seventh, Forsyth in eighth. Back in row 5 is Hayes and Spath looking for that rookie league. Marshall Stanley and Hunter Smith back in row 6. And then we got Vandermarl and Sora. Owens and Albrecht making his first start in this series. Reblis and Huckleberry, a good qualifying run for Huck there. In 18th, Glover and Osborne, and then Rucker making up the remainder of the 22-car field here at Watkins Glen. And we're showing the pace car lining up 21st, so if you want to hop in it, Lewis, and go ahead and race.
No,
right
I gotta confirm, it's not me. And 100% it wasn't me, so it's not me, it's somebody else. So I thought it was me, but I really checked in the.
You want to race control?
Yeah. Somebody entered by accident. So, anyways, wasn't me because it's in the grid, so that's why. You can see the pace car in the grid as a name pace car, so it's in the grid waiting for the car on. So yeah.
Let's get the grid off there. As we're starting to make way here. So watch these first 5. I suspect them to make a big run of it coming down into turn 1. I do expect that race speeds will be up there pretty good. I also suspect we will probably see, what do we think, at least 2 stoppers, being at we're a 60-lap race, so 20, 40, 60.
I'm gonna check my stance. I'll let you know. Okay, so by race control, the rules, if we have a yellow flag, if it's track is blocking by the cars, is many cars around, it's gonna be yellow flag for course yellow. So
Gotcha.
if it's just only 1 or 2, keep going green.
All right. Long base lap here. This will impact a little bit the here we come down into the bus stop, but this will impact fuel mileage a little bit.
Yep.
Full lap.
Sure. This is with the boost, no? Yes, with the boost.
Yes. We saw a little time. Kart ran here from 79 to 81. In 79 and 80, they utilized what is known as the 2.427 short circuit. Allenser won the pole for both races, while Uncle Bobby won both races. In 81, they upgraded to the 3.377 mile Grand Prix circuit, where Mario Andretti won the pole, and Rick Mears got the one. His 4th of what be 7 career road course wins for the Rocket. As mentioned, Indycars did not return here until 2005. They used this course. The Indycar track record is held by Scott Dixon with a time of 1:22.417 seconds, and that's a speed of about 147 miles per hour, and that was all set back in 2016. Last time they were here. Getting ready to go green here at the Elite Grand Prix at the Glen. Stand by. Pace car is off now. Aggressively off the course, going green. Here we go.
Right, restart for Prignedo.
Caleb getting around Frankenfeld. Now he's looking on the back of Fode. Now he's looking on the outside of Fode. Hibbs and Schuld side by side through the S's. That's actually Schuld and Forsyth. Here's Caleb looking to the inside. No, that's actually Fode looking to the inside. Going through the bus stop. Caleb got a good run through there. He's got a wheel on the inside. Fode wide through the carousel into the chute. Now we're into the boot portion. Marshall Stanley and Presley Sora in a good battle further on back. Portion of the race course that we've seen cars spin out as they come up the hill, get light. And Stanley looking to get that second win. And Panero not giving him any time or any inches there to try to, I think, make a strategy to get around him. This is one of the race courses that if you're a good oval racer, you could do well here.
So I see the first incident right at Huckleberry on turn.
Yes, coming to pit road right now with a broken wing.
That was in turn 6 when too wide and break on the wall. So I think so it's game over because I see the crash. He hit the right suspension, so should be mid flag for him. So I make a calculation. So it's gonna be, because before we don't have the map the map option in car adjustment. So it's gonna be between the window's gonna be maybe between 18 to 21 or 22 laps. So like I just said, there's gonna be 3 stoppers, so 3 stints. So that's gonna be the
2 stops, 3 stints. Yeah.
Yes, that's the way.
Tell me the lap 3, getting ready to start lap 3.
Could be the last stint, short one. Or maybe in the middle, I don't know. I always prefer the middle one be the short to go to the end full.
Everybody with the prime tires down to 10th. The first on the alternate, I believe, is Hunter Smith in 11th. And here is in the inside, Caleb Bency taking another peek at Fody. Now, one thing about this overlay I do not have for you is I do not have push to pass data. That is only in the P1 exclusive overlay. So we got a only best guess here on the push to pass situation.
Oh no, look at that, it's funny. Pinheiro, Stanley, Fody, Bency, and Chad Frankenfeld, these 5 guys battle for the win the race, but also battle for the championship. So these 5 guys in the 5 contenders. Oh, Joshua Osborne in turn 7.
Oh, and that is a demolished car. Day done for Josh, unfortunately.
That's the other one you have to be careful too, because you're going in high climb.
Yeah.
You climb high, so yeah, like you're going well, but at some point it's like nope. The car is fun, yeah.
Yeah. And Stanley might have a bit of a run up Pinheiro. He's going to take a look at the inside down the backstretch coming into the bus stop, and he is just going to take the lead right there. I don't even think he outbraked Pinheiro. I think Pinheiro let him have it. These top four are kind of starting to pull away.
Yeah, I think so. It's a hassle for Chad coming close and close and close, but Gabby Hibbs is getting close on him, because he passed Ryan Schultz on the last turn 5. So I think so. Gibbs is going fast over there. But yeah, these 4 guys, I think so. The better way to try to contend it to the end is don't try to pass each other, working together, and try to don't be like a hero in one lap. So
Frankenfeld spun the wheels a little bit. And that has given Hibbs a little bit of opportunity to get closer.
Too close to the apex. Now I will put you past Frankenfeld. Try to defend it on Gibbs.
Oh, no, he just sent it, but he's going to side by side. Now we're going to go side by side through the S's.
Both of them will put you past.
And Schultz might just try to come through, and Frankenfeld slams the door on him. Now Frankenfeld to the outside, coming down the backstretch into... We're going to go 3 wide. Oh, no, they think about it. We're going to go 2 wide into the bus stop. Chad had no choice there.
Chad Frankenfeld with 1:45 seconds in the push-to-pass, 1:58 on Gibbs. Just all in that battle.
This is the... coming into the boot. Right here is the toe. This is turn 7. Uphill. Changes direction completely, goes right back. And turn 8 is the heel of the boots. As Schuld is going to look to the inside of Frankenfeld.
I'm gonna cut you, but I think Pinheiro is with a problem. He's now going in 4th position, so I don't know what's happening with him. In basically half a lap, he lost 2.
Is he trying to hit a number, maybe?
Should be.
Maybe he just found out he was leading and wasn't getting as good fuel mileage. I mean, the top 4 is still pulling away, although now that Hibbs has gotten around Frankenfeld, he started to pull away from Frankenfeld. So it is Frankenfeld, it is Schuld, it is Forsyth, it is Hayes, it is Spath. That's the bottom of the top 10 right now. Oh, Schuld just sends the car in the narrowest of portions. I think he probably surprised Chad a little bit there. He's going to outbrake him going into the bus stop, and Chad misses. Oh! And that just cost him a lot of time, and that was almost a dangerous rejoin.
I see a net call over there. It's not missing. It's net call between Schuld and Frankenfeld.
Oh, Forsyth now leading this group a little bit, and he gets loose coming up the hill out of 7. Here's 8 in the heel. Then coming up the hill into 9. And this is a place where cars get loose under heavy acceleration. Your big gainer at the moment is Presley Sora. He is up 3 spots to 11th. Ethan Stanley, your leader, by 1.3 over Fody. Trying to keep pace is Caleb. Top 5 is Stanley, Fody, Bency, Pinheiro, and Hibbs. And we are about halfway through, just shy of halfway through the first stint. If we're looking at 20 laps as the target. 18 to 21 is what we're hearing what the stint could be. If you're just joining us, and thanks for joining us at the front end of the race here. We're only 7 laps in. If you enjoy ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you don't miss out on future ERN broadcasts. And we have lots of them here, including the aforementioned Cup Series where Fody won yesterday. Oh, he's trying to get a double out of this week. Right now, he's in second.
So maybe next time when we pass for the lap upon turn 11, you see the left side before you take the turn 11. You see the grass going in the track. That could be a disadvantage for the view for the driver. So if they can make confused in between the track and the grass, so that grass now is in the track, so it could be confused later.
That is track debris. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Bath up to 9th now and attacking Craig Forsyth. These guys have raced each other a number of times before.
I think there's a debut on the Forsyth in the league, you know?
Craig had a good week last week. Got a win in the Avor Iconic Series at Kentucky.
Oh no, it's not rookie. He's come back after maybe 1 season, 2 seasons, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
For
Spath
Forsyth.
is the rookie, but Forsyth, yeah, he's a semi-series regular.
Yeah, it's the first race on the. It's not the first race. So, but yeah, it's maybe for a long time he didn't show up over here in the IRN.
Greg has 45 career starts here in the ERL. 7 top 5s, 25 top 10s. No wins.
You know what? I am crazy. He is in the 11th position, so I didn't see it for a while. That's the thing. I think it's not usually coming, or maybe he because it's vacation. He wasn't in Indy 500. He wasn't in the Detroit. Oh no, he was in Detroit, but he came back after.
Yeah, he was in St. Martin.
Couple races.
That was my dream vacation spot right there. He was in St. Martin. Sending me pictures from the Maho Beach bar there, right next to the end of the runway at the airport there at St. Martin, where you watch all the jets come in just feet away from landing into the beach.
Or Chris Albrecht, maybe is the word.
Albrecht making his first start in the series in the DHL livery there. Sorry, I just can't get it out. He all of a sudden looks like he might have got loose coming off the corner and then nosed it into the wall, and he's going to limp that car back to DNF for his first start, unfortunately. But that does not look repairable anytime quickly.
Yeah, with the same place we're talking about, and
Top of the hill, yep. Continue to watch this battle between Spath and Forsyth. This is, I believe, the closest battle on the racetrack at the moment. So Fody is starting to get closer to Stanley again. Actually, Caleb starting to get closer to Fody. Sorry.
So 40 with 168 seconds on the push to pass. So I think this is too close. Ben said he don't need to. He don't need to use the push to pass in the attack for 40.
Fody power slide off a 7 there. I thought Caleb would capitalize on that, but he must have had some tire spin out of this too. Condition. Do have a condition box. Back temperature, there it is. Back temperature 105, so it's kind of hot out there for these cars.
I think so. 40 degrees and 40 degrees. Sorry, 105.
105, yep.
And the track and in the road course is hot for sure.
And we can leave that stat. We can actually leave that stat up if you like for a little while. People want to monitor that. The new of the overlay. That's something new we could bring up.
But for oval race, this is cold.
Yeah.
It is cold.
Yeah, oval race is either normal or somewhat on the cooler side, yeah.
So over the 90 Fahrenheit is good. It's like, oh, okay, we are good. And 105 to 10, normal. But 120 to 30, yeah, it's too much. Atlanta, should be one.
Battle box here. Watching a battle for 12 between Stanley and Sora. A little bit further up, we'll get back to that battle with Forsyth Bath. That's getting close again. Forsyth, a different, well, I tell you what, I don't know if it was different. Maybe it was Spath with a different entry and exit into 8 and now into 9. This is a very high-speed course. It is tough to make up ground on the car in front of you. They need to make a mistake, but the draft does play a role.
Now they're gonna start with the push to pass over there. 170.
There he goes. He's gonna look on the outside in the S's.
Yeah, good pass over here. Now he's stopping at 163.
Allows Logan to move on up to 8th. He's improved 2 spots now. Now he needs to go after Kevin. 13 of 60. About 5 laps away from early pit window opening. Started off with 22 cars. Down to 17 still running. Next week, we're off to Iowa. Then our final 500-miler of the season at Michigan. Then we'll wrap it up at Worldwide Technology Raceway, Gateway, our championship race. After our first round of pit stops, we'll get in a word from iRacing as well as Worldwide Technology Raceway. But while we do have the camera on Craig Forsyth, it's a good time to segue to our sponsor here, 4D Racewear. 4D Racewears are makers of the ultimate sim racing shoes and custom apparel designed for sim racers by sim racers. 4D's sim racing shoes are custom engineered to connect racers to their pedals in a way that no other shoe can. Visit 4dracewear.com and come check out the original racing gloves for your feet. Again, that's 4D Racewear. The link is in the description. I want to thank them for sponsoring the the ERL for this 2024B season. You're watching ERN. We appreciate that. Stanley pulling away to about a 5-second lead as Bincy got around Fody. We missed that. Let's go back and take a look at that, see if we can see that happen again. That was in the S's.
That's what I want to mention. So he did the pass in the boost stop. I see a little bit net code over there because 40 want to turn to the right, and I see he's getting like a scary on the turn. So yeah, Benzi did. Now he's going fast. 128.1 on Benzi last lap. It's fast.
And there we see the pass pulled off. And that's about the time Benzi wants to do this because we're getting close to the pit stop. So there we go. Back to live TV. He's already kind of pulled away. down second, and now he is starting to eat into Stanley's lead. Stanley was close to a 5-second lead there for a moment.
For example, Stanley did 127.7, but because he did an off track, it's not count as a faster lap. That's why.
That's true,
so
yeah,
that's
127.7, but the purple lap last time by was Caleb Ency with a 128.1.
That is the clean
Oh,
lap.
and that is Gavin Hibbs coming to pit road. First of the takers on pit road. That's a little early.
Too early for me. Yes, you're right.
Just maybe doesn't like these tires. Maybe he's out of fuel and he needs to get refilled here. Not quite sure.
Martian Stanley and Prix also to follow.
Okay, this is a little early for both. A little early than we thought for everybody. Keep in mind, though, they did have that pace lap, so that might throw them off a little bit here.
They need to. Do you remember I told you there should be one stint is gonna be short?
Yeah.
Should
Maybe
be. This is the short one.
This is it? Okay.
Yes. So I guess this is the short one. So I mentioned because the map, the engine map, could be make it onto maybe I'm gonna say maybe 22, 23, maybe 24. They're gonna go maybe good to the end. Yeah. So it should be good to the end. So. Yeah, so if the next one's going to be 22...
Okay, Stanley, pit road. Our leader. Caleb pit road. Fody pit road. But Pinero stays out. So that goes back to what we were saying earlier. What was he falling back to get better mileage?
Like he did on Detroit, so Belle Island. So he did that. He make more. And he make a good spot, actually. Yeah, that's a good thing. But the question is how faster you can go in. So if you're going slow, it doesn't make sense. That's what we mentioned in every single race we broadcasting together about, especially in oval. If you're slow in oval, it's wasted time. So it's saying to here, if you're not faster, for now he did 28.4, so 28.4, yeah, 128.4. So it's average time. So it's okay. Actually, he didn't use any push to pass, so it's 200.
Yeah, of course, if you use push to pass, that will impact how your mileage is determined. And if he's trying to make this first stint go as long as possible, then he needs to not use that button.
So Ryan Schultz on Hibbs battle for position.
He's going for another lap. And he's the only one that has not pitted yet. Actually, Mark Reblis has. Reblis has not pitted. He has worked his way up to 7th there. He's on a bit of an economy run.
28.0 on
Pinero, yeah. Purple lap that time by 128 flat.
That's good.
That is really good.
Yeah.
And that's I don't think that's without use of push to pass.
I have to wait a little bit because it marked me 0, so I have to maybe wait it for a couple seconds to let you know.
And Reblis is in for his scheduled stop. So again, Pinero going long, has the economy run going right now. He is the longest runner out there. Does he come in from 19 to 20, or does he go another lap?
I guess when we mentioned what's happening with him, what is wrong, maybe something happened with... No, I think he just put... Yeah. No, he didn't use the push to pass, so it's literally just engine. So maybe he changed the... Now it's going to the pit.
Now he's pit stop. There he goes. So a purple lap right before coming into the pits. Not bad. Not bad at all. Stanley is just coming out of the boot section. Caleb's not too far behind Stanley. We'll see. Will Stanley, he will pick up the lead, but how much will he have the lead? And Pinheiro getting to his stall. And there goes Ethan Stanley on by, as you see him right there.
He's still with the primarily with the black tires, so basically they're slowing.
Oh, he's going to come out racing Fody. He jumps Fody in the exchange. But not yet. Fody's got a full head of steam coming down the backstretch. Let's see if he tries to get a little closer into the bus stop. Not going to be close enough to attack. And all the while, the tires coming up the temperature for Pinheiro. All playing into his hands at the moment.
I think Pinheiro... So, 40, the undercut wasn't working. So, didn't work. Pinheiro did the...
Here he goes to the outside, into the toe. Still side by side. And that wasn't the place to be, and he has to back off. Now on the exit of the toe, coming up to the heel. We'll take a look at the inside again. Not close enough.
He's still in danger. So he needs to at least maybe 3 or 4 more laps to warm the tires, because it's in the black one. So it's taking a little bit more longer, but it's more duration. So the rule is you have to use both tires, the alternative and the primary. Yeah, primary. That's the word.
Yeah.
Finally, I did.
The primary and the alternatives. Yes.
Yes.
Or the alternates. You join all of us tomorrow on P1 as we have our special Friday presentation of the Tuesday night IndyCar Oval Series Top Split, our signature broadcast over on P1. We moved it to Friday just to avoid Election Day, which we're not going to talk about Election Day. But tomorrow we will have a special Friday presentation of the IndyCar Oval Series over on P1 at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time as the series moves to this week, Kentucky Speedway. Riding with Tyler Fody, losing a little bit of touch to Pinheiro. They're in the heel right here. Next car in front of them, that is Caleb Bency. Stanley has himself a 6-second lead now. Stanley won earlier this season at Laguna Seca, getting his first career Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series win. And he is the points leader.
Yeah, I could be going more far on Pinheiro. If it's continue like that, it's gonna be maybe for little more far on Pinheiro for the next one on Iowa.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, Iowa, Michigan, and Gateway is Pinheiro yard. I'm gonna say yard. Yeah. So it's Pinheiro masterpiece. So I think Pinheiro is like okay. I'm gonna try to finish my race like I did last time, so or maybe I'm gonna do today, but I'm gonna do my best to district more. So you know, Iowa is a strategy.
Yeah.
Michigan is how you're gonna go your pace.
Right.
Michigan is big, so Michigan is pace, and also Gateway is, I think so, it's a strategy and also kind of little bit pace, but it's a strategy. I think so. Also, the strategy is. I think so. Iowa and Gateway is both of them like that, and Pinheiro is one of the good ones for that.
Yeah. I tell you, this battle between Forsyth and Spath has not let up. Forsyth gets a wrap back around Spath after the pit stops. Math chasing him back down. This is the closest battle on the racetrack at the moment. That and this one right here. Marshall Stanley and the Hunter Smith battle. And I think Hibbs and Scholl is getting a little bit closer than they want, or that Hibbs want right now. Joel likes it. Watch them how they send the cars to that bus stop so fast. Just a little flick of the wrist. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left.
Yeah, in between you. I think so. The best thing is just send it.
Right.
Left a little bit and don't touch the throttle. If you touch it, for sure it's gonna be bad. I think so. If you mark the first one, you're gonna go in the middle of the bus stop to going on the exit. So if you're going wrong, if you take the entry wrong on the bus stop, for sure you're gonna go wrong on the end on the exit. So
yeah, you'll have the car out of position to really line it up for that exit. Yep. Once again, the points coming into today. Ethan Stanley with 277 points, a 13-point lead over Pinero. And then Chad Frankenfeld. Frankenfeld is in third there with 258. Tyler Fode just behind Chad at 254. Vinci at 246. Top five, and here's the battle between Scholl and Hibbs. They are side by side coming into the bus stop. Who's going to flinch? Neither one of them did really, but Scholl had the position and managed to get the pass pulled off into the carousel.
Oh, it lies on Forsyth.
Bath around Forsyth, yep.
So also, Schultz and Gibbs, so it's a lot of battles around. It's just only these two close, and also Owens and Presley Soda, you mentioned that. So, and also Pinheiro is getting close and close and close on Benzi.
He is. In fact, last time by, he was a 10th faster over Benzi, a 128.2 to a 128.3. Meanwhile, up front, Ethan Stanley still putting in the big laps, a 128.239. And he just turned in his fastest lap of the race right there at the 128.156, Ethan Stanley. So he is just getting faster as the fuel burns off these tanks. He pitted at lap 17. So we suspect, as we get our calculators out, he does that again. It'll be allowed on lap 34. But I expect that number will be a little bit different because there was a pace lap involved in that first stint.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, I don't know how much it's. So they burn at least half a tank, basically half a 1/3 of tank, 1/3 of stint. That's what I want to say. So sorry, one lap. So one lap in the pace, they burn 1/3. Maybe I understand what I'm talking about?
Leader?
No, when you do the pace between when you started before they start the race.
Okay.
You remember the pace? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they burn it at least 1/3.
Oh, okay. So
one lap.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Getting closer to Caleb this time by. We'll see what the times are.
I don't want to talk about in gallons, so I don't know gallons. Just I thinking about liters and things. So yeah.
2/10 faster, 3/10 faster that time. A 128.6 for Caleb, a 128.3 for Pinero.
And he didn't use any second on the push to pass. It's clear. So the Gavin Hibbs is 61 seconds on the push to pass. Is still with 36 laps to go. So
And he got around
he used a
Scholl,
lot.
back around Scholl, so he's back up to 5th. Let's take this opportunity before we get down to the next round of pit stops, a little side-by-side, some advertising coming up for iRacing and Worldwide Technology Raceway. And we'll be right back, but don't go anywhere. Side-by-side, we'll show you the action as the ads play.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
And we're back. We're going to break out of that ad, and Gavin Hibbs spins coming out of the toe, and that is going to be, oh, careful. That's going to be on. That's a devastating right there.
I think in the middle of the corner, he lost the car. He tried to. I think so. The wrong thing is try to put the throttle when you already lose the car.
Yeah, we'll watch it right here. Up the hill. The car's light anyways, up the hill. Try to get a better TV shot here. There you go. And you just watch the back end as he's under acceleration. He catches it. But unfortunately now he's going to miss his exit, so he's out on the grass. And he tries to bring it out on the grass and accelerate at the same time, and that combo doesn't work. And just loses it in the grass, cuts across the racetrack. And, well, that's not a bad lick on the inside wall. It was pretty square on that inside Armco there. So it's possible that he can go to the pit road, just get maybe that wing fixed and still continue. But Gavin Hibbs is going to hurt his chances today. He is on pit road at the moment. I think he's just coming down off the jack, so he might be okay.
So it's not meatball flag. So, but it's going to be maybe 1 minute or maybe less of that.
Now here comes Ethan Stanley. I think he's going to put Hibbs a lap down. There's Vincey second.
Oh, DNF for him.
So that's not going to help him in the points championship. That's he currently was 12th. Closing in on the top 10, and actually was ahead of his chief rivals, Spath and Forsyth, who are battling together on the racetrack right now. But Spath and Forsyth are actually battling for the top 10 in the standings. There they are. As Spath has gotten around, Sun has all of a sudden disappeared. Back temperature, 100 degrees. It's fallen 5 degrees since the start of the race. I want to thank our series sponsor, Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is a foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out Warriors 4 Peace, the number 4. Warriors number 4 Peace.org for more information. The link is in the description. Thank them for being the continuous sponsors here of the IndyCar Series Racing League. Back up front is our leader and points leader, Ethan Stanley. For his second win of the season. Go ahead, what's he seeing?
127.798.
That time by, purple lap, yeah.
Yep. That's faster. Hunter Smith and Pitts.
Hunter Smith, scheduled stop.
They should be going for 3 stop.
He came in on lap 12 this time. So this time he went 15 laps. And it's lap 28 he's coming in. So he's still going to have to stop again.
Frankenfeld on Forsyth.
Oh, through the inner loop there.
Wow.
Now some good racing. Craig on the alternate tires. Those alternate tires are, well, pretty well worn now at 12 laps into this thing. He tried to send it into the toe.
But he did a side-by-side. That's good drive. So really respect on that.
Catch that again. Watch that on replay. Watch him coming down out of the S's down on the backstretch. Craig goes wide immediately to defend the outside. Frankenfeld stays on the outside. Doesn't even get in the draft. Probably goes on the button. I won't bet.
Forsyth Pitts. I think so. The tire is gone.
Yeah,
I think they're going for 3 stop. Sorry, 3 stop? Yeah, 3 stop.
It'll be a 3 stopper.
We mentioned we mentioned 3 stints, so it means 2 stops. So let's see what is Pinheiro do it, because I think so. This is the guy. It's do it a little more long. Oh, no.
Forsyth on pit road for a scheduled stop. He went 12 laps on this stint. He's going to have to stop again. 13 laps on that stint.
So I have a mention by for outsiders. I'm gonna say outsiders. So Ryan Huckleberry. So he have a stock throttle. So that's why he retired.
Okay.
The race today. So unfortunately for him, he still tried to fix the throttle. So issue with the throttle.
Yeah,
that's one.
A bona fide mechanical issue. What we have right there, that's what we call mechanicals. Something wrong with the headset, the wheel, the pedals. You never know. Ethan Stanley hitting these curbs, just popping them. And in front of him is Mark Reblis. Mark is down in 16th. Wesley Sora on pit road. His second stop. Forsyth and Hayes battle for position. This is 12. Hayes to the inside of Forsyth. Hayes has not stopped, so he's going to have to stop here soon. He's just lighter at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So
This doesn't make sense. On Forsyth tried to fight on Hayes.
No. Doesn't. Just got to look at your data and go, oh, the guy hasn't stopped. I'll just, get behind him, draft some, and then he'll eventually get out of my way on his own. I want to thank the guys at Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand towards victory lane. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, click on their link in the description. I thank them for being one of the premier partners of the Racing League. Meanwhile, back up front, Ethan Stanley leading by 8 seconds. And probably due on pit road anytime.
Now.
On cue, yeah. Got to be careful not to speed. You come up to those cones very quickly. Vinci coming to pit road as well.
Pinheiro out. Stay out. In, use push to pass now. The first seconds he used.
There you see on the dashboard there the green on his steering wheel as he's on push to pass. He's going to use it all the way down this straight into the bus stop.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't turn the wheel much.
He did. He's a good entry over there and exit. Very good. He's maybe going for the fastest lap. I don't see any purple on his sector. Maybe I'll let you know.
I don't know if he can with those tires being as worn as they are. He's 14 laps into his stint. But we saw him do it in his first stint. How long will we stay out? We're riding with him right now, up in the 9 right now, top of the hill. Back onto the main course. Here is 10. A lot of overrun there. And 11 take this very fast as well. And cross the start-finish line and then downhill.
Yep. 127.3.
Wow. Yeah. Here he is again on the button. Car is going about as fast as it's going to be. Terminal velocity right there.
Okay, so it's fast, but it's fast for only in his personal best. So now it's in the second sector record for Pinheiro. This
Mark
should
Reblis
be
right in front of him. Yep, that's right. Mark Reblis right in front of him. Mark will probably duck out of the way once he gets a notification of the blue flag. Top of the hill. Again, very difficult portion right here. Cars tend to get loose there an awful lot. And generous runoff area. And he better that lap.
Good.
127.396. Still another 127.3. Very fast. There he is on the button again. And at terminal velocity, about 182, 183. Which we have him up on your screen there. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
$35 of 60 in the books. We're past the halfway point. Last road course race of the season. Then we're going to move to a track that we kind of raced on a similar format earlier in the season. We went to Richmond. Caleb Binsey won that one.
Now going to pit,
Pit
Pinheiro.
road, scheduled stop. So he went 17 on this stint.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, where is Stanley? Stanley is in turn 9. And when Pinheiro entered before, he was in turn 10. So I think
He's closed the gap. He might actually come out in front of Caleb.
Benzine's in turn 11.
Pinheiro's moving. Here's Binsey. I think Pinheiro at least has him temporarily. Oh, no. There's a big gap there.
I think so Benzi did the under, but Pinheiro did the overcut. So.
Yeah. So he's still 6 seconds behind Stanley as he's coming up to speed, but Pinheiro now has secured second spot. Now, can he do this strategy one more time? Everyone still needs to stop again. Can he do this strategy one more time and eat into Stanley's lead? I think he can, but I don't think he's going to be able to get close enough.
So Pinheiro, he still need to use the red tire. So they need to one more stop, and that stop is short. So maybe that short time is gonna good for the red tires.
Yeah, everybody still needs to stop again. Ethan Stanley pitted on 33, Pinheiro 36, Binsey 33, Fody 33, Schuld 33. Schuld has really worked his way up into the picture here in the top 5 now. He's up 2 spots. Logan Spath is in 6th. He's up 4 spots. Logan last stopped on 33. Frankenfield stopped on 33 as well. Craig Forsyth, he stopped early because he had those red tires. He is in 8th. He stopped on lap 30. Marshall Stanley, 32. Hunter Smith came in early. I think he had the red tires as well on 29. That is your top 10, kind of the strategies we're looking at.
So in the beginning of the race, we mentioned about the sting. So I think these people realize save the tires and this condition doesn't make sense. So that's why they use maybe full throttle. And that's why they didn't short stop. Because in my stand, I in that time I did 17 laps. Let me see. Yeah, I did 17 between 50. One stint I did 15, 16, and the other one I did 17 laps. So that's full throttle. So no saving fuel, nothing. So this guy maybe realized better to don't save the tire, save the fuel, and just going full throttle to the end.
Marshall Stanley looking at another good race. He has moved up to 8th. Jordan Owens in a battle here right now with Sora. We'll talk about Marshall Stanley in here just a second. Side by side through the carousel for Owens and Sora. These two guys started on the front row at Indy. And with a little bit of wheel spin, Sora is managing to pull away. But back to Marshall Stanley. Marshall Stanley had himself a good finish at Detroit and looking at a good top 10 here at Watkins Glen. Remember, he was one of the final starters to make the field for Indianapolis. So he is, Hunter Smith getting really close to the turn 11 exit wall there. But Marshall Stanley having a good back-to-back races after Indy there. He actually had a pretty decent Indy, if I remember right.
Let me see.
He finished 30th, sorry.
Oh.
I was giving him more credit.
So the Pro Series finish. The red line, 1, 2.
Ooh.
So the next
two.
IndyCar, yeah. So the next guy IndyCar last year.
All right, Forsyth got wide there and got into the grass coming out of 6. So, I'm sorry, continue. Who's the highest of the IndyCar community?
Philip Kraus, 17. Oster, 19. Maleshka, 20th. And I see next one. Brofin, 22. Lisenberg, 23. Crane, 24. Sheen, 25. I think the end. That's it.
And Brophy defending Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series champion. Wishing all of them well.
Actually, Maleshka won in Indianapolis.
Yeah, 3 straight times, yeah.
But Kraus is battled for the championship, so it's getting close on there.
Yeah, it's a big money for the championship there.
15,000.
Ethan Stanley, your leader by 6 seconds over Adriano Pinero. There's Caleb Bency in third. Looking to secure another podium finish for the Ohioan.
So, Pinheiro went from, you say 7? I read 9 seconds, so now it's 6.6. So, I'm going to say this was before 8, now 6 seconds. So, same time, but Stanley used push to pass. Pinheiro didn't. So it's close. Still 21 to go, but it's not enough. So I think so. Pinheiro, I don't know why he did the strategy going back. It should be push, like he doing now, but I don't know. But it's far for Bency, so it's 4 seconds Bency over Pinheiro.
I think our mover in the top 10 right now is Marshall Stanley. He's starting to gain on Frankenfeld a little bit. Stanley's up 3 spots. He's our second biggest gainer in the field. We got a couple of drivers with 4. Spath with 4. Owens with 4. Glover in his first start in the series, he has 4.
Mark Robilas, DNF hit the wall on turn 6. Yeah.
That's too bad. Now let's get the pit strategy up. There we go. Glover. He's up 4 spots and 15th in his first race in the series. Welcome. Actually racing Vandermaal here. This is for 14. There's Smith. Actually, this is Thora and Owens. Guys are in a close battle. Still saying close contact with one another. Forsyth and Hunter Smith. There we go. Yep. Kind of got like 3 groups of 2 here in the middle portion. At the bottom of the top 10, just all fighting for position. Stanley and our Indy 500 winner, Chad Frankenfield. $19 to go. There is our leader and points leader.
So maybe the window is gonna be in maybe 5 laps. In the next 5 laps, or maybe 6 laps. So everybody's short for between 11 to. So Piñeiro is 9 laps short. So it's gonna come in maybe 10 to go, 11 to go. So that's the window. It's gonna be now. Piñeiro 1:27.7 last lap, and Stanley 28 flat.
Yeah,
so
he's
3
eating
times
into it
faster.
just a little bit better. Yeah, just a little. But it's a lot of. I mean, he's still got 6 seconds. He's got to make up. We're just kind of watching the action on the racetrack, waiting for them to get to their final stops. Join us next week. We'll be at Iowa for 300 laps, which totals 200 only 260 miles. That's next week here on the Elite Racing Network. Start time will be 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, give or take, right around in there. Me and LGN on the action for that one as we go to our final short oval of the season. Then the 21st, we will do our final super speedway of the season. And then the 5th of December will be our final race of the season. And then we get a little... Go ahead.
Sorry, the field, Frankenfeld, Stanley, Forsyth, and Smith over there. And you can... Oof.
They're all close together, yep.
And...
Watch them there. Wow, they are all right together. And then as mentioned,
what about the last?
And as we mentioned, the next season will begin February 6th at Legacy, Kentucky for the Kentucky Indy 300 for 2025 season 2025A of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. So after our final race in December, get a couple months off, and then we will head to Kentucky in February to kick the season off again once more. Don't forget, if you're interested in checking out IndyCar Series, feel free to join the Elite Racing League's Discord server. Sign up there or find out more details.
Actually, if you're going to Instagram, you're gonna see on the top on the description at the top of Instagram, you're gonna see link.
Okay.
And that link you can sign out for all the series you want to. They have the NASCAR, the Truck Series, the Xfinity, the what else?
Cup, ARCA.
Cup, ARCA, yeah. So and also IndyCar.
Yep.
So they still we still accepting more drivers over there. So if you want.
The good mix of a lot of Elite Racing League regulars, drivers that just kind of participate in all the Elite Racing League events, and then IndyCar community regulars. Like we're watching one right here, Craig Forsyth, Caleb Bency, Adriano Pinero. And there we see Hunter Smith coming to pit road for, looks like his final stop.
So I don't know what happened with Pinheiro. He lost. Oh, okay. I found it. So Oh, he almost loses on turn 1. So he loses 2 seconds in one corner.
Oof.
Because in turn 1, he went loose in lap 45. He went slow and slice and brake in the turn and exit on turn 1. So he threw a little bit the possibility to catch Stanley.
Yeah, I think at this point, even with 15 to go, this is not Dink Stanley or anything. This is his race to lose.
Look at that. He lose 3 seconds. So he did 29.3 over versus 27.4. So I want to say this. So sorry for my bosses.
Stanley just set a personal best as well that lap.
I gotta say this. So sorry for my bosses hearing me now in the booth. So when I was in the Lionheart, I raced in the Speedway, the Indycar series, and the Retro series with the Lotus 79. Sorry.
19, yeah, Lotus 79. Yeah.
Yes. It's so hard racing 3 series. You don't have a time even for practice in each race. So I really impressed by Stanley, Potty, Frankenfeld, Logan Spat, Hunter Smith, and all of these guys raced yesterday, raced on Monday, he raced on Tuesday, and he still raced with good performance over here in the IndyCar series. So
yeah,
it's really hard. You don't have a time even for thinking about for take a race for the race you did yesterday to think it today for another race over here. So it's hard.
Yeah.
And really demanding.
Yeah, and where there might be some crossover, we're watching a lot of cars coming out of the pits. Marshall Stanley's trying to desperately get some heat into his tires. But where some of these cars are familiar to drive or similar to drive, maybe the Cup car is similar to the Xfinity car, or at least a little bit. The Truck Series car, the ARCA car. These are vastly different than any other car they drive in this series. So for someone like Fody, who could win in the Cup Series a day or so ago and could jump in one of these and all of a sudden still be competing in the top 5, says a lot about the ability for these drivers. As Greg getting into the grass a little bit, maybe opening the door for Hayes to take a shot to the inside here, coming into the heel. And some of these drivers, also on the IndyCar side, such as Craig, he participates in other series and leagues throughout the week as well.
Also.
Yeah.
I didn't include that, though, so I just mentioned the races.
No, you're right. The guys that are regular elite racing league competitors, they compete all week long. Stanley's right behind this group, getting ready to put him a lap down. 13 to go. Stanley 15 laps into his stint. He went 16 last time, so we expect him to maybe hit pit road this time, if not next time. And with all that traffic in front of him, it's probably a good time as well. He's your leader by 8 seconds over Pinero. Now, Pinero is going to go long. He's going to come in and go for red tires and a short fill for his final stop. So we kind of know what his strategy is going to be. I believe Stanley still needs to go for red tires.
He needs to come in for a red tire, yes.
But it's going to be a full red tire stint instead of a short red tire stint that Pinero has.
Yes, you're right.
So we might see some strategy come out of this. At the top of the hill in the 9, coming to 10 and 11 here for Ethan Stanley. Does he make that turn on the pit road this time for this final stop, staring win number 2 in the face? And I think he is. Here he is. Final stop here at Watkins Glen. Get it down to that 45 miles per hour before those cones. Pinero will pick out the lead. Bency Foti also making the turn down pit road as well. And on the marks. Great final stop for Stanley. Just needs to, there go the red tires. Down and away. And can he rejoin safely? Get those tires up to speed, up to temperature. Down and away. I believe it's a very successful final stop. Bency also on the red tires, and he has Vandermarl right in front of him. Little 8 of the draft coming down the backstretch. Goes Vandermarl the nose, but Justin decides not to ease up. Caleb gets a big run with those nice new tires coming through the carousel. Passes them on the outside of 6. Not an easy place to pass. Tyler Foti also on the red tires for his final stint. Here we see Ryan Schold, 5th. Having a much improved race over what happened at Detroit.
So Pinheiro went 67 seconds on the push to pass. Tried to catch a little bit over there on Stanley. But Stanley is in the push to pass too. Is behind on Hayes.
Now he's not on the button now. We're riding with him. Does have Kevin Hayes in front of him, trying to put him he's a lap down to where he is. And
go! Wow.
Yeah, it would look close to me too.
Pinheiro stay out. Jordan Owens last pit stop for him.
All right, so we got 10 to go. Let's get in our last messages here, and we'll be right back, bringing the last 10 laps of this race uninterrupted.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel.
Years of sellout crowds. Since 2010, race fans have had one burning question. When will the Xfinity Series return to Worldwide Technology Raceway? You asked, NASCAR delivered. On Saturday, September 6, 2025, the magic is back. We're going to introduce you to a new crop of future champions and Hall of Famers, and we'll create more of the greatest moments in racing history. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year. 3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship Playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Just when you thought the racing couldn't get any more intense, now every single lap matters. One wrong move could be the difference between elimination and being crowned the king. The Enjoy Illinois 300, the Confluence Music Festival, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, and for the first time in 15 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series on Saturday, September 6th. Don't be on the outside looking in. See history being made in your own backyard. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
All right, we're back, and as you saw, final stops just occurred, and Panero had a little bit of an error there coming into his stall for the final stop. He overshot it, but he did have as we suspected, it's a short fill, and he's out and down and about here in front of Caleb Binsey, so he did manage to hold on to that position. So the top three, Ethan Stanley, your leader by 9 seconds, almost 10 seconds over Panero. Binsey is in third, Fody fourth, Schultz in fifth. And it's a good time to also once again mention Blue Egg. They are proud sponsors of that Ethan Stanley livery right there. To learn more about Blue Egg, click on their link in the description. Also, want to thank Worldwide Technology for being one of our premier sponsors. You want to definitely click on their link in the description to learn more about their premier series that they got coming up for the remainder of this year and next year. Sounds like they got a pretty packed schedule. I thank them for being one of our premier sponsors for the Elite Racing League, and also do want to thank 4D Racewear one more time. Check out their line of made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com. Also, once again, check out warriorsforpeace.org. They are the proud series sponsors of the Indycar series here in the Elite Racing League. All the links for all those are in the description. Check them out. 8 laps to go. Ethan Stanley, is looking at his second win this season. Second IndyCar win. And to extend his points lead in the championship.
I see close Frankenfeld and Logan Spat. Frankenfeld trying to pass on Spat for 6.
Yeah, and that's a battle between Prime and alternate tires.
And also you have Smith and Forsyth back. So it's gonna be enjoy the battle over there, Stanley. All of these guys soon.
Hunter, a little bit of a pump fake there. Thought he had a shot, but decided he was a little too close to the braking zone, or inside the braking zone to make a move there. Greg trying to hold him off. Back up front, there's Ethan Stanley going through the bus stop. Through the carousel, down the chute into the boot.
Oh.
Pinheiro eating into that lead. Stanley was lead still 6 seconds, but Pinheiro eating into it a little bit. It's got 2 lap cars in front of him, Soren Owens, and they are both fighting for position, so they are not going to readily get out of his way.
For sure. So
and it's Kevin Hayes is there. Kevin Hayes is battling for position there. That's all a battle for position. That's 11th, 12th, and 13th.
So if Pinheiro didn't make that mistake, it could be in 2 seconds maybe?
Oh, through the carousel into the chute. Frankenfeld getting around Spath. Spath going to take a look at the inside, coming down into 6th. Close enough. He might take a move in 7. Frankenfeld's going to take it. Oh, Frankenfeld Frankenfeld very defensive going into entry into the corner. Spath, Logan. Oh, and contact.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got 3 cars involved. Craig Forsyth is one of them. I think Hunter Smith might have got into that.
I think it cannot be yellow over there. It's not make sense to through the yellow in that part. Forsyth towing.
Logan's looking at, and he's in a good. It was in a good position with this close to the end of the finish to watch it. He kind of catches Marshall Stanley. Ooh, that's contact with Stanley, who's having a good race. Hunter Smith gets in the back of Forsyth. So it's just kind of I don't want to make fun of anybody, but it's kind of an arc break moment. Everyone's just on the accelerator right there, not expecting to get on the, get on the brakes, and everyone's braking in front of them.
So I think Hunter Smith with Forsyth on front of the car, he didn't see the Greg. Actually, it's tough, difficult. Let me tell you, when you climb the hill over there, and it's like you don't see nothing over there. So
no,
unfortunately,
it's just very, very, very tough. Just very tough of what happened down there.
And also, it's narrow over there.
Pinheiro trying to get around lap traffic. He clears him. Pinheiro now 5 seconds behind Stanley. 5.3. So Forsyth and Spath was out. Now Spath was about 5 laps away from possibly taking the rookie points lead.
That's unfortunate for him. Without Indycar here, yeah, for sure.
Power slide out of that exit there, out of the toe for Pinheiro, as he's now trying to get a run on Hayes. Meanwhile, back up front at the top of the hill, it is Stanley, and Stanley looking to come to 3 to go. Pinheiro trying to get a position on Hayes here. Hayes is the last car on the lead lap, I believe. So again, once again, 3 laps to the end, you want to stay on the lead lap. You're like, oh no, he's not on the lead lap actually, because he's we're looking at a battle for the battle of second here. So unfortunately, so close to the end.
Owens.
Yes, yeah, I'm walking right behind them. They're battle side by side into the bus stop. Oof. There. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not really. I don't see clear over here. I don't see like a nice.
Oh, slamming the door on one another. Anyways, I was trying to say, Hayes is not on the lead lap. Ethan Stanley got around him. So I put him a lap down. But again, you're so close to the end, you want to stay on the lead lap. So you got to be kind of kicking yourself like, oh man, so close to the end, and I fall off the lead lap. Here is Stanley. Pinheiro now within 4 seconds. Within 5 seconds. Okay, go ahead, Soren Owens. There it is. Sora back around Owens again. They just keep battling back and forth. They're in the top 10 now. This is a battle for the. This is actually a battle for the top 10.
Yeah, we don't have any more. So we have that train between Frankenfeld, Forsyth, and now we don't have more because we have an accident. And that's the closest Soran Owens, I think, so anymore.
Well, it looks like
maybe
Stanley.
Hunter Smith?
Yeah, looks like Hunter Smith did not get any damage from that incident. At least it was able to snap back. Same thing for Stanley. So they're back at it.
Still.
And they are now running down our Indy 500 champion, Chad Frankenfeld. This is in the closing stages here. This is P6. Meanwhile, back up front, 2 laps to go. And once again, I want to thank everybody who has joined us for tonight. You are watching the ERN's coverage of round 9 of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series Elite Indy Grand Prix at the Glen. Of course, coming to you from Watkins Glen. Ethan Stanley is staring his second win in the face as he is getting ready to come around to the white flag lap. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so don't miss out on the next race. And we will be back with you next week from Iowa. White flag in the air for our leader who has dominated much of the day.
Frankenfeld, Stanley, wow. And the boost stop 3 wide, and
Hunter Smith got around that. We didn't see that, but they're going to be 2x2 going into the boot and a little banging. Meanwhile, Ethan Stanley, Pinero, right at 4 seconds through the bus stop for the final time, into the carousel, down through the chute, into the boot for the final time. Looking to extend his points lead at a time where you need to be doing it. In the closing stages of the season, we're in a 4-race stretch run to the end. Here, it's Iowa, it's Michigan, and then we're going to wrap it up at Gateway. And getting a win in the last 4 races is pretty key to securing your first career IndyCar title. Out of the boot for the last time onto the main course. Pinero's dug into that lead, but just not enough and not enough time. Ethan Stanley, one of your road course masters of this season, gets the win at another road course. The first one at Laguna Seca, this one at Watkins Glen. Pinero second. Vinci will come home third. Tyler Fode looking for a pretty decent week. A win in the Cup Series. Top 5 on the precipice right here for him off of a final corner. And top 5 for Fode. We'll check out a little bit further on back. We're got Ryan Schultz still turning laps. And he will bring home his entry in 5th. Little Eagle team looking at it 5th, 6th, and 7th. Not bad.
Okay. I see the disqualifying flag for Marshall Stanley. So I have to verify why is it a black flag for him or disqualifying flag for Marshall Stanley.
All right. Well, let's get in the final results here. Hopefully, pop up for me. By the way, the last lap was brought to you by, and that graphic did not pop up at all, was Whiplash Sim Cans. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Sim Cans. They are the proud sponsor of the final lap here at the Glen, and for all the races here on the ERL, or in the ERL and on ERN. You can learn more about them. You can like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter and Instagram. All the links are in the description. Again, Whiplash Sim Cams. They got some of the best ones out there. You got to check them out. All right. Let's get this other. There we go. Ethan Stanley with the win. Panero second. Caleb Bency third. Fody fourth. Jordan fifth. Hunter Smith sixth. And Frankenfeld seventh. So Frankenfeld is the last car on the lead lap. Marshall Stanley, you said, has a meatball flag, but he is still classified as eighth. So we're not sure if there's going to be any review of that, but these we should probably consider these all unofficial for the time being. We'll show Marshall still in eighth. Hayes in ninth. Sora 10th. Owens 11th. Glover in his first start. A nice solid top 15 and 12th. Benner Marl in 13th. Logan Spath, a very disappointing 14th. He was up in the top 10 and probably was going to get at least a lead into the rookie standings and might still do it. We'll see. He is 14th. Craig Forsyth, unfortunately, bad luck there, 15th. Mark Reblis in 16th. Gavin Hibbs, 17th. Ryan Huckleberry in 18th. Can I get to the next line? Yeah, there we go. We got a pace car, and my understanding that the pace car told to me in chat was Reasoner. And he had to have an early DNF anyway, so Reasoner is classified in 20th. Osborne 21st, and Rucker, well, I'm not sure, took the green flag, but he finished 22nd. I believe that is the remainder of our 22-car field.
So yeah, like you said, Marshall Stanley have a meatball flag because of the incident. So he didn't take the flag. So he didn't take the repair. So that's why he got
Okay.
qualifying DQ. And Denny's coming like, okay, what should do? Throw the yellow flag or just keep going? But yeah, I think so. The race control for me did a good thing. I don't know.
Okay. Get some replays queued up here momentarily. All right. And let's get the graphics on there. Driver detail on there. All right. Let's get into the interview room and let's talk to our third place finisher, Caleb Bency. Have people at home watching from the Stowe area. Bring them on up. Hey, Caleb, welcome to the booth. Another podium here, sir, but very, very, very fast Watkins Glen. So it made not very technical portions of the racetrack where we could kind of use skill to gain on Ethan. Once he got in front, he just kind of took off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty content with that. We didn't get to put a lot of practice in, and I feel like just in practice and qualifying, and I mean, obviously the race too, it's just I feel like you're chasing bars, chasing the car a bit, like could not really figure out a good sweet spot. So, I mean, I think that was probably all the pace I had. So I think maybe could have gotten second, a little better fuel saving or, twinge better pace, figure out a little bit of roll bar. But yeah, I don't really know if I had anything for Ethan this race. So, I mean, ultimately always want to be top step, but I feel like that was a pretty good race, just optimizing what we had.
Well, we're going to finish this season up with 4 races in a row. You got one of them done, and now it's back to a short oval where you got one of your wins this year at Richmond, going to Iowa. What are your chances feel like going there? And then I guess all bets are off, kind of up in the air at Michigan. And then I know Gateway's another place that you're pretty good at, but I would imagine that you're feeling pretty good about Iowa, considering you got that win already this season at Richmond. And they're very similar, although not completely identical racetracks.
Yeah, no, I am very much looking forward to Iowa. I feel like it's been quite a bit since I've raced there. So, yeah, I absolutely love how technical that track is, and how I feel like sometimes unintentionally, I feel like my driving style is really easy on tires. And obviously that's a very important thing to have at Iowa. So, very, very much looking forward to that. I feel like it's just a higher deg Richmond. So, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Michigan, I'm not gonna say I'm overly excited about that one, but yeah, we'll see. Definitely have a few good tracks left here, and I mean, either way, just gonna try to keep rattling off these podiums, and maybe if a win comes, a win comes. But yeah, looking forward to some of those for sure.
Yeah, it's all you can do is do your best job and make your best finish there. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone who want to say hi to before we let you go. You already shouted out your family. We know they're all watching.
I'll do it again. But
okay.
Yes, yeah, shout out family, friends. Obviously, I know Grandma already sent a text, so shout out to all you guys as always. Migo Sakura, Northeast Ohio area. Please go check them out. Boss Road Flowers as well. And obviously thanks to you guys as always. So yeah, definitely a tough race, just finding that raw pace, but ultimately can't complain too much with the podium, so not bad.
You got it. Move on to the next one. We'll see you at the next one, which is next week, but congratulations on the P3.
Yep, thank you guys.
Lewis, anything from Panero that we can read for him?
I have, and give me 1 second. 2 seconds. He said this.
Hello, friends. I would like to congratulate Ethan on the win and congratulate Caleb on the 3rd place. I got the pole position, but I thought I would have the race pace to fight for the win with Ethan. He has improved a lot on the road tracks. I love Watkins Glen. I was able to have a good race pace today, but I always make some mistakes that are a bit decisive on road tracks. But I'm happy for the 2nd place. We now will have 3 ovals to finish the championship, and I believe I'll be strong in the last 3 rounds. I want to thank Bread King for the sponsorship. He says he loves short ovals. He loves Iowa, but I need to focus on not making mistakes like I did in Richmond. Good night to all. Adriano Panero. Get him some video time there, and the Bread King. But that was nice of him to send that note, and we appreciate that. And yeah, Lewis, the strength of the schedule, or the final 3 races kind of play into his key strengths. We know that he's going to be good at Iowa. He's probably going to be battling, more than likely be battling at least Caleb there very well. We know he's going to be good at Gateway, and we know that he's going to get his car in a position to be in that final sprint to the end at Michigan. So these last 3 races definitely play into Adriano's strengths.
For sure. The standing is updated.
Oh, the standing has been updated. All
Yep.
right. So we will get into standings here. And that would be a good time to bring up Stanley next. And Stanley has a 24-point lead, so he has extended it over Panero. Bodie is 3rd. He is 44 points behind the leader. And then only just 2 points behind Fody is Frankenfeld. Chad is 46 points behind. And then only another 3 points behind him is Caleb Bency. So really the top 5 are all within 50 points of one another. And with the way that the points are determined here, that definitely says that the top 5 is in contention here for sure in the next 3 races. I will do what I did in the ISRA over on P1, and I will get all the point scenarios for you for next week with ChatGPT. But right now, the top 5 are definitely very much alive for this points championship.
It's still alive. So, it's going to be excited. Really, really excited. Yeah.
All right, let's bring up Ethan here into the booth. Ethan, congratulations. Welcome to the booth. Welcome again to Victory Lane again. Your second win this season. And it's got to feel good because not only did you get that second win, but you extended your points lead in the championship.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Pretty much what I needed this week. Just get more points gap, especially going into Iowa where there could be trouble. Yeah, just that was an interesting race. Ran flat out the whole time, pretty much. First IndyCar race I think I've ever done where it's just like that. So yeah, it's just you're on your toes the whole time. Car's kind of on the limit the whole time, and I can't really bother to save fuel because that's how I gap the guys behind. It seems like, but yeah, it was an interesting one and decent race for me.
Was the strategy to just once you got out in front to push and just build up that delta?
Yeah, so about those 5 first laps in the race, I was saving sitting behind Adriano, but once I saw he was saving so much, I needed to pass him and then just build a gap, push as much as I could, and seemed to work. He almost got me at the end there. I feel like if I would have saved a bit more at the beginning, he probably would have beat me.
What you're feeling now? We got the first of 4 races done to end this season. They're going to be bang, 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 bang right in a row. So next, we're done with the road courses. We did see, I forget, I think it might have been Richmond where you did reasonably well and just something happened that kind of took the wind away from you. And of course, Richmond, Iowa are very similar. How are you feeling going into Richmond? And your thoughts on the 2 big speedways to finish the season, the kind of the super small track at Gateway, but certainly the big 500 miler at Michigan. I imagine the one at Michigan is the one that everyone just needs to kind of survive and dodge. I would imagine that you probably have Iowa and Gateway as tracks circled that you want to do reasonably well at.
Yeah, so Iowa, I just need a decent run. I lost that at Richmond just on pit strategy, just error on my part. But hopefully I can run up front at Iowa and at least get like a top 5 finish or something. Michigan, just going to be about surviving, getting to the end. Last time we ran Michigan, it was pretty chaotic. I think we only had 7 cars on the lead lap. And then Gateway, I just got to run well. Double points over there, so I just got to be up front.
Well, there you hear it. Yeah, that Michigan race that you're talking about sounds like an old school kart race where they only had like 7 finishers at the end back in the day. Any sponsors, friends, family, loved ones, anybody want to say hi to? Of course, we know you got Blue Egg on the side.
Yeah, of course. Always big shout out to Blue Egg Marketing for being the sponsor on the car. JD Designs for painting all these beautiful paints throughout the week for me. And big shout out to Tyler Fody and Lake Norman Motorsports for being with me this season. And then, of course, big shout out to you guys for putting on a broadcast every week. And big shout out to Chad and all the admins that run this week.
Yeah, pretty good day for your team, 2 in the top 5. Not too bad, really. So I imagine you guys are going to feel pretty good about that. Not to mention, Fody got the win in the Cup Series, so pretty successful for you guys this week. So win for both of you.
Yeah, ran pretty well over there too. Just didn't have quite the race I wanted, but also fighting for that championship, so should be interesting.
Shooting for the double cup. Well, we shall see. But yeah, we'll see you next week at Iowa. But congratulations on the win tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right. And that will do it, Lewis. I thought it was a fairly entertaining race here at Watkins Glen. I will say that, the first stint really was dominated by that top 5 that kind of broke away. But then really the second and third stints were really kind of dominated by watching what Pinero does and then also the battle through the middle portion of the top 10. Once Ethan broke away, he didn't let anybody get close to him.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. Like Spinero said, see, he make a mistake. That mistake cost 3 seconds, but he finished at 3 seconds, or maybe kind of 3 seconds, 3.5 on Ethan. So if it wasn't that mistake, it could be
Right.
have a
Right.
battle for the victory. So was a good race, great entertainment. I think we still battle from Benzi is the 5th. I don't want to count Hunter Smith because it's 71 over Stanley. So I said Benzi, Frankenfeld, 40, and Piñeiro. All of them with 49, 46, 44, 24 points over the leader. So we are now business. This is that's what we want to watch. We want to see all that races. So it's gonna be a strategy. Long race could be 2 hours, could be 2 hours and a half, depending how many yellows we have. And then the Michigan 500 is gonna be excited too. That's different. It's gonna be pack race. Who's gonna be making the first move, 250 laps, and then the final lap, final race on the gateway. But focus first on Iowa next week. It's gonna be a good race. I mentioned that one in the truck series and IASA in the ISA. The truck series on Monday. Sorry.
That's all right. Yep.
Yes. I mentioned about somebody said if you're working with the people lap down is your best strategy, working with the lap down. So whatever guy make the pole position, the next one, and working with the lap down, you remember if you're just the first one, make it half a lap, you want to catch the last one on the back. So if you're working with that, it's gonna work good for the end. But the thing is that also it's a double
points,
double chart. Yeah, it's double chart because it can help you, but could be make your a nightmare to the end. So Piñeiro is for me the guy could be make the hammer on these 3 races. Or could be I made mistakes. I don't know. Maybe
I mean, it very easily Pinheiro could run the table on the final 3, but very easily Stanley can win his first oval race, and we could have and we could and Benzi could win one as well. We could see maybe him going into the final race of the season, not having to worry about anything, but with the final race of the season being double points. We're going to have quite an interesting battle. So we'll give you the scenarios next week when we get to Iowa. But thanks a lot for your analysis. And that's going to do it for tonight. Once again, your podium for the Elite Indy Grand Prix from the Glen is Ethan Stanley with the 2nd win of the season. Adriano Pinheiro finishes 2nd. Caleb Benzi with another podium finishes 3rd. Join ERN again next week for round 10 of the championship as the teams and drivers head to their 2nd sub-1 mile oval of the season at Iowa. Coverage begins around 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Again, that's 7:45 p.m. Eastern, and you can find everything right here on YouTube at youtube.com. You just search the keywords Elite Racing Network. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm of the game is not easy, so please help support ERN with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thought on tonight's race. And if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out more of ERN's other iRacing programming. The Elite Racing League IndyCar Series naming rights are paid for by Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is a foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriors4peace.org for more information. Link is in the description. Special thank you to the ERL's premier sponsors, Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology, Raceway, and 4D Racewear. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big, just like they did tonight with Ethan Stanley. To learn more about Blue Egg, go to blueeggmarketing.com or click on the link in the description. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a motorsports racing facility in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis, Missouri. To learn more about Worldwide Technology Raceway, to buy tickets for their events, check out www.traceway.com or click on their link in the description. And it looks like they got a heck of a 2025 schedule coming up, so definitely want to buy some tickets for some of their marquee events there. 4D Racewear, check out their line of battle-tested, made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on the link in today's description. Track cams for this race are provided exclusively by Whiplash Sim Cams. Whiplash is the exclusive track cam provider of the ERN and sponsor of the White Flag Lap. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with the Whiplash Sim Cams. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram. Keyword search Whiplash Sim Cams. Links are in the description. For business inquiries to learn more about the Elite Racing League and what we do, visit the Elite Racing League. Visit EliteRacingLeague.com, not the Elite Racing League. Just EliteRacingLeague.com. Subscribe on YouTube. Link is on Facebook, and follow us on X and Instagram. As always, find all the links in the description. So, for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at ERN, I'm Gary Godsoe saying to all good night and thanks for watching, and to all of the men and women serving in the military and its first responders, Godspeed, God bless. Come home safe. Catch us again right here next week in Iowa for the next race of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Good night.